Honestly, even still looking back in hindsight, there weren't huge red flags. The huge red flags came, and they were huge, enormous, gigantic, ball of fire red flags came literally the week after we got married. Because the photographer sent the pictures to us. I immediately posted them on Facebook so I could show off my new life, new boo, second chance at love. And I posted those pictures and then changed my last name on Facebook to his last name and tagged him in the pictures. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I'd ever really publicly shown pictures of us. Because I'm just so used to being private with my personal life. So post those pictures, let's say like literally maybe like Sunday. Get into the office the following Monday after the wedding. My assistant tells me that I have a couple of messages from somebody. We're going to call her Becky with the good hair. So Becky with the good hair has called and left 2 messages. Mind you, I don't know who this person is. And the messages are really cryptic. So they're just like, can you please relay this message to Attorney Sam Foray. I'm just calling, leaving a personal, or regarding a personal matter regarding her husband.
This husband that you've had for like 2 days.
Husband that I've had for 48 and a half hours. So just calling on a personal matter regarding her husband. I'm just like, what? And it still didn't really register, but I had a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. I just didn't know how bad it was going to get.
Right.
Right, because I'm still off of the glow of being a brand new bride.
And it could have just been a hater chick.
It could have been a
saw
hater.
The picture.
Could have been a hater. Could have been any of that stuff, right? So automatically, I'm just like trying to like diffuse the situation before I even know what the situation is. So I sit down on my computer, pull off, I mean, it's an official like sticky note, like on the messages notepad that has her name, her return phone number, the date and time that she called, all of that, like stuck on my computer screen like it's supposed to be. That's our office procedure. So I pull it off, put it to the side, like, okay, I'll return that message when I start returning calls. I naturally just start checking my email and checking Facebook. Who told me to check Facebook that day? Who sent me that day? Who sent me to go check my Facebook Messenger? This chick had also messaged me on Facebook. Ching, ching, ching. Trouble. Huh?
Fire.
That was the start of my pepper soup.
Woo! Child.
Or she messaged me the longest, like 5-page scroll on.
Talking about what?
Hey, Barbara. This is Shirley. Woman to woman, I see that you got married, to dude, and just so you know, ching, 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 burn that.
Fire, burn them.
Whew. I am still trying to digest that situation. Of course, we go home, him in typical man caught in a trap fashion, starts deflecting. Like, she's just a hater, somebody I used to date, didn't work out, she wanted to be more serious, woo-de-woo. Okay. Fast forward to like 3 days later. Auntie, at this point I should just take the Facebook and my computer, everything, and just have thrown it in the trash. Because who told me to go and check my Facebook Messenger again?
You were asking
Who
for it.
sent me again? Now pictures have been up at this point for a good 5 days.
It was the same auntie that came in.
It wasn't the same auntie. A different auntie, my dear.
Hey.
A different, completely different auntie with another, hey, Barbara. This is now Sheila. The first one is hey, Barbara. This is Shirley. This one is hey, Barbara.
This is Sheila. No.
This is Sheila. Hey. Wow.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
It's not funny. Devastation. Devastation. So he's like, look, you might get those messages. It's going to be a lot of women that I disappointed over the years. I chose you. I chose you. I choose you, babe.
Lucky you.
Madame, I was already married.
You were married.
I was so married.
You were married for the second time.
I was married for the second time. I was very, 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 very remarried. It was impossible to be unmarried at that point.
Imagine now if you had just decided to just post one nice picture with you and him at Cheesecake Factory.
No.
And then you post it to Facebook. Then you give the people a chance to come with their own Peppeh.
So honestly, I can only be so hurt and upset about the situation in hindsight. Because when it happened, I was literally like, my heart was in, well, there was an ice box where my heart used to be. It was damaged and pulverized. But looking back, obviously, I rushed head first into a flaming ball of fire and
Great balls of fire. Not here to judge. Not here to judge because I understand your situation. What you were trying to do is fix something that was kind of that you felt was broken before. You said you had a broken home and you wanted like a stepdad for your son, although he does have a dad that's there, but a family unit within your home. So you were there getting your Bob the Builder on.
I was.
Let me just fix it my own way.
It was like every other area of my life was perfectly falling into place. Every business, bam. Money, bam. House, bam. Everything good. Except love, except a partner, except a dad figure in the house with my son. You know, to give him that family that we read about in the storybooks with the mama bear and the papa bear.
The family you always expected him to have.
The family I had.
Well, there's that.
And me.
Hey, Daddy.
Hi.
Love you.
Hi, Daddy. Way to be a stand-up guy. So, like, honestly, of course, looking back on it, I clearly realized that I bear a lot of responsibility. Like,
that's healthy.
That's why when you rush into a fire, it's very likely that you'll get burned.
Because did you put on your PPE?
I did not put on my PPE. My dear, what is a PPE? In fact, I took the PPE. I threw it.
You did.
I took that stupid PPE.
I'm ready to burn.
Ready to just light me up with that.
Wow.
So then, okay, so that was the red flag.
That was a red flag.
That was a huge red flag. But I'm already married for the second time.
Yeah, you were in it. So you were in the marriage.
I was in it to win it.
So when did you know, like, oh, wow,
hey, wow,
hey. Okay, so when was your moment?
Okay, so that rock bottom was at this point. Oldest daughter is 11 months old. My 11 months old.
She
might have been 10 months and some change. I'm 8 months pregnant with second daughter.
Because again, moving right along.
Just going deeper and deeper and deeper into the fire. I'm just like, oh, is this fire? Great. Where's the gasoline?
Hotter, or because I'd like.
Is there a way to turn this fire?
Can we turn it up?
Can we turn it up? It's not actually burning me hot enough or fast enough. I need to burn faster.
Crank this fire. Okay, so your oldest is 11 months. You're pregnant AF with your other daughter.
Pregnant.
The pregnantest that you
I'm
could
the
be.
pregnantest. The pregnantest. And so we're out house shopping. Why? Because what sounded like a good idea was to have a fresh start by buying a house with this bona fide, lying, scheming cheater so that we could raise a beautiful family together in a house with a brand new mortgage. That sounded like a good idea to me. So we're literally out with the realtor. I'm getting like back to back tests from a soror. Like, soror, I need to meet with you. I need to talk with you. It's 911, super 911. On the shield, on the crest, like, please call me back.
Serious.
We have to talk. I was like, on the shield, on the crest? What was on the shield? What we need a 911 about? And mind you, the entire time, I'm half responding to the text messages because, first of all, I was in a house that I loved. We're walking around doing a final walkthrough in a house that I had fallen in love with. That was going to be my new start. We're with the realtor. I had just finished her own fire peppery divorce.
Oh, wow. The plot thickens.
Had just finished it, maybe like a month prior or maybe a few months prior. We just finished her divorce. So when she texted me...
You were representing her.
I was representing her. She was a client and a soror and a friend.
Whew.
So when she was texting me, soror, I need to talk to you. It's 911, super 911. I'm immediately going into like, attorney mode. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Clearly, I'm gonna have to roll up on an emergency motion. Like, okay, this is work related, so I'll get back to her when I get back to her. And I think she got those vibes initially, and she was just like, no, Soror, I need to see you in person, please. Like, we have to talk today in person. And I'm just like, what is so important that you can't email me? We can't talk about during business hours, or just like, I can't, set a time to schedule a time to talk to you. But I was like, you know what? She's my Sora and my friend. Obviously, it's a serious emergency. I'm going to meet up with her. So I drop him back off at the house, our actual, the house that we were living in. Cut the showings short. Load daughter into the car. Get my 8-month pregnant belly into the driver's seat. Drive like 30 minutes. I'm like driving down the highway. We're communicating. We didn't even know where we were meeting. It was just like, okay, I'm at this exit. Okay, I'm at this exit. Okay, I'm almost to this exit. Okay, well then let's just exit at exit number such and such. We exited this random parking lot of this random hospital. I get out of the car and I'm still I'm not frustrated, but I'm just like, What? Because even if you couldn't text it, you couldn't call me and like just tell me verbally what's going on. What? And so she, literally the look on her face, like maybe it's like, oh, something's really bad. Oh my gosh, Sora, what happened? What is going on? And really in my head, what I'm saying is, what did he do? What is going on? What do I need to handle for you?
He being her ex-husband. What we need to file.
And so she was just like, Sora, if somebody knew something about you, and about somebody that you loved, would you want to know, or would you just want to stay in the dark? Would you not want to know? And I'm literally like hearing the words kind of like in slow motion. And I'm just like, what? I'm sorry, wait. Hold up. I said, Sora, wait. Are we here to talk about you, or are we here to talk about me? She said, Sora, I have something to tell you. Why?
Why now?
Why? Look at my state and my condition. But literally, when I say I could tell it was one of the hardest things she's ever done. I could tell by the look on her face. Like, it pained her. It pained her to say it. So what she finally blurted out was just like, Sora, I've been trying to get back in the dating game. I was on this
because she was freshly divorced.
Yes, exactly.
She was getting her groove back.
She should have been back in the dating game. Mm-hmm. She should have been back in the game. As a matter of fact, I had encouraged her. We had just had brunch like a few weeks before that. It might have literally been like 2 weeks before that. We had the first brunch that we had had since her divorce. Because now your case is over. We can get back to just being swords. Just get back to being friends. And look at me. I'm happily remarried. Look at me. Have a new baby. Have another baby on the way. Talking about this whirlwind relationship that I've been in. Look at how God gave me a second chance. If he did it for me, he can do the same for you. So this is how the theme of the whole brunch is going. Who knew that fast forward a few weeks, I was going to be outside standing in a random parking lot and my whole life was going to fall apart.
Scott Tots.